There. I'm Julie Wilkins with Julie Wilkins Yoga, and I thought I'd share with you today some of my favorite yoga postures and movements and sequences with a neutral spine. So this is great for those of you out there who have had spine fusions, particularly for scoliosis where there's a big fusion, but even for those of you with smaller fusions and you're not quite sure where to start, the key is to just stick with neutral spine, so no bending and no extending. Neutral spine postures that allow you to sort of stretch and integrate the other tissues of the body that are more mobile and bring stability to the areas that are fused. So let's begin. Come to hands and knees on your mat. We'll start very simply in tabletop position. Knees are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, tuck the toes under. I'm just going to spread my fingers and root down through my hands, so press all of my knuckles down and press the floor away so my arms start to feel strong and toned. Now I have just a nice flat neutral spine. I'm going to pull my navel towards the spine to get a little bit more integrated there. The back of the neck is long, and I'm just here in my strength of my arms and the strength of my core, and I'm just taking a couple of mindful breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to walk my hands out to the front of the mat, place them flat, and look up. Take a big inhale, maybe walk my hands a little farther forward, and begin to slowly, with my arms straight, let my forehead come to the floor. My spine is still in a nice neutral position, and I'm stretching under my armpits, feeling a nice big lengthening down the sides of my waist, under the arms. My arms are still active, so my arms are squeezing strong, and I'm breathing again, conscious breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to walk my hands back to where they were, hands and knees. Take my knees back a little bit and press back into downward facing dog. So I'm going to lift my knees up off the ground and move my hips up and back until my body takes the shape of a V upside down. Bend the knees slightly, lift the seat to the sky, and downward facing dog, I still have a neutral spine. Allow the head to let go of any tension, so you're looking at your feet and you're pressing your hands down and forward like you're trying to stretch your mat out a little bit longer. You're going to feel a lot of work in your arm muscles. Navel to the spine, start to slowly press your heels down towards the mat. And then take a couple of breaths here. Now as you inhale, look towards your hands, bring your hips down so you're in a straight arm plank pose. Once again, neutral spine. And if you're not quite strong enough for a plank, then just drop your knees to a modified plank. And then exhale and press back to downward facing dog. So let's move in and out of plank to dog a few times. Inhale, come forward on the balls of the feet. Look to the top of the mat. Keep your hips up. Don't let them sag down. Keep them up, the navel in. Press back to dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to dog. Drop the knees to the mat. Lift my chest up. Now I'm in a kneeling position. I'm going to step my right foot forward so that I have a 90-degree bend at the knee, and then put my fingertips down. My spine is still in a neutral position, and now I'm just going to work to give a little bit of opening to the hips. So I'm going to take my back knee and drag it back a little bit. Now I have this nice big stretch going on in the legs. If I'd like to, I can take the knee up off the ground so I'm in a lunge position. Come up on the fingertips, lengthen the heart forward, and breathe here as I press the front foot down, squeeze the back leg stronger, soften the front knee a little deeper. I'm in a nice low lunge position, neutral spine. Big stretch to the front of the hip flexor. I'm going to drop my back knee down and bring my hands to my waist. Start to straighten the front knee a little bit so I have a straight line from my shoulder all the way down to the left knee. Okay, back foot toes tucked under. I've got to keep my balance, keep my legs strong, and inhale to sweep the arms up. Straight arms, reach up and look up. Pull the belly button in and lift it up as well. Inhale fully, and then exhale to bring the hands to the waist, bring the right knee back, and we'll change sides. Step your left foot forward to lunge, put your fingertips down on either side of your front foot. If you choose, lift the back knee up off the ground and stretch the legs away from each other as you look forward. Breathing deep, squeeze the back kneecap. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the back knee down. Bring the hands to the waist. Find a nice straight line from the spine all the way down to the grounded knee. Then pull from your lowest low belly in and up. And then sweep the arms up. Reach up and look up. Breathe here. And on your exhale, hands to your waist. Left knee down. Drop your hands back down to the mat. Drag your knees back. Point your toes. And nice and slow, lower yourself all the way down to rest on your belly. Take your arms out to the side and turn your cheek one way. Shake your body, relax all the tension here, and just see if you can find a place of comfort lying here with a neutral spine. Now all I want you to do is breathe into your belly. So when you breathe into the belly, you'll notice if you look, my back waistline is going to puff up with air. So I'm actually going to bring a sense of spaciousness to my lower back, just with the ability of focusing my breath in specific parts of the body. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times, just like that. Imagine you have a balloon in your back waistline and you're puffing it up with breath. Once more. Exhale. Lie on your side with your left arm straight out, your head resting on your arm. Your front hand is going to be in front of you for stability. Now flex your feet and squeeze your legs together, and then pull the tailbone in towards the body so you squeeze the glutes. You're in one straight line here. Now lift your top foot up, bend the knee, grab the foot and place it up on the top of the thigh. So your right knee, your top knee is aiming towards the ceiling. It probably wants to fall forward. So see if you can aim it towards the ceiling and intentionally press your foot into your thigh like you're making a footprint in your thigh. So you should feel a nice big stretch here on the inner thigh. Flexing your bottom foot to keep yourself supported and pull your belly button in like you're zipping up those abdominal muscles. Take a couple of breaths here. And then extend the leg out nice and slow. Turn over to your other side. And let's do it on the other side. So take a moment to find your balance. And then bring your top foot in to rest at the top of the thigh. So you're in tree pose in a sideline position. Flex your bottom foot and press it into the floor for stability. And then press your top foot into your thigh as well. Pull your navel in and hold here. keeping your front hand in front of you for support. Keep pressing the knee out and away from the floor. And then extend the top leg and roll all the way to your back now. And bend your knees. And just take a moment here to allow yourself to adjust to being in a different position. And we'll take a little bridge pose. So you want to bring your feet in close enough to your body that you can just touch your heels with your hands. And the feet are about sitting bone distance apart from each other. Bend your elbows so your fingertips point to the ceiling because you're going to use the muscles of your upper back to help lift your hips up to bridge. So press your shoulder blades down into the mat, lift your hips up, and you're still in a neutral spine posture here. The knees are going to want to splay out to the side, so bring them in, pull the belly in, lift up like you're taking your heart towards your chin, but keep your chin off your chest. You should feel the gluteal muscles working. Press your upper arms down. It's going to give you more leverage. And then nice and slow, come all the way back down. Let your knees fall into each other. Now take your right ankle over your left knee, flex your foot, and take your right hand to press the right knee away from your body. So you have a straight arm, and you feel a nice big opening at the top of the right hip. Take a big breath into that space. And then slowly put your right foot down. Change sides. Left ankle over right knee. Press the knee away from the body and feel the opening there in the left hip, top of the thigh. Breathe here. Good, then place the foot back down. Take the right foot to the ceiling, left foot to the mat, left leg to the mat. Hold on behind the right thigh. Now this time, instead of pulling the leg in towards you, which is one way to stretch, actually push the leg away from your body into your hands and press your shoulder blades down. You feel a nice elongation throughout all of the spine, the upper body. And then change sides. Left leg up, right down. Hold on to the back of the left thigh and press the thigh into the hands. And then release. Take your feet, bend your knees, and let your knees fall into each other once again. Take a moment here to take a couple of breaths. And then very slowly roll to your side and press yourself up to a seated position. And if the seated position is not comfortable for you, then my favorite seat is to take this is a yoga block, but you can maybe find a book of the same size, or you can probably order these on Amazon. Sit up on the block. Bring one heel just in front of the midline of the body, and then bring the next heel in front of that one, and then allow yourself to tip forward so the knees come down. And this is a much more comfortable seat to find yourself in. Thank you for joining me. That's a great start. I have a lot of videos on YouTube. I also have videos on my website at juliewilkinsyoga.com. Namaste.